Today is October 5th. We have the second round of flooding. Our river, our area was dry up a few days ago. It dry up a little bit more, but today it come back. It's stronger than before, and the water is more powerful than before. You can see the bank of the river start to collapse more and more. And this is the bridge of the water pipe. It was broken down by the power of the river last night, and many areas were flooded seriously. All the water very muddy because it full of topsoil and nutrition from the soil from the mountain. This nutrition will be taken away by water. In the next few days, it will be in Bangkok or central of Thailand. Some of this nutrition will settle in Bangkok, and some of them will go to the ocean. But Bangkok people never use the nutrient from the soil. They just cover the good nutrient with cement and turn it into factory and development area. So what we have left in the north is sandy and gravel. That is the soil that we will grow food to feed us. This is the way we manage our natural resources. We let the water take out all the nutrition and use the bad soil to produce food for us. And then the good soil, we don't do farming, we do industry. So it's so sad the way we think about it. And now the water, the flood the second time, damaged a lot of many people's house. Many house is in the water like this. So many people have no place to stay. Look at the branches and everything that the water bought to cover their house. So it will be a big mess. It will be a lot of work after the water going down. Many people lost their farm in the water. So many people feel so sad because that's all they have this year. And the water take everything away. Their farmland turned to the big lake in one night. It's so sad to see them feel desperate, to feel disappointed. This bridge is across the river, but now you can see the side of the bridge start to crack seriously, and the middle of the bridge have a big crack. That means the bottom have problem. So this bridge can be collapsed soon. We don't know when. We just keep watching it. If the rain keep coming like now, I don't think this bridge can last long time. And now you can see the crack is start to be bigger and bigger in the middle. So we don't know how long it will last for this bridge. Villagers who live in this area, they start to worry to use this bridge. Is it safe enough for them? But there's not many choice for villagers. Many of them need to move their animal to the road. Even their stuff, many things they move to the road. That's only safe place that they can rely on for right now. The second flood is so strong. It's stronger than the first time. It damaged so many things in villages' life. It damaged roads. Many part of roads cannot use, and it uproot trees. Luckily, nobody died from this flood in this time. Many fruit plantation, many rice field, many vegetable farm completely destroyed by this flood, and many houses were ruined completely. So the poor people will be the most suffer people because they have not many choice. Because the rich people, they can go stay in the hotel, they have money, they have food. But for poor people, they have nowhere to go. So they maybe get support from the government, they maybe get some tiles to replace and a little bit of money, but it's nothing compared to what they lost from the flood. The natural disaster is damaged so many things in villagers' life, but not many people care much about how to prevent it, how to protect them in the long term. The natural disaster will happen more often and more serious, but not many people talk about how to prepare ourselves to face this kind of disaster in the near future. This is the village nearby our place. It's quite serious, but in Chiang Mai it's even more serious than us. Chiang Mai is the big city, it's lower than us, so they have bigger flood than us. This is the road on the way to Pan Pan Farm to our place. The water is quite high. It's not easy for people from Pan Pan Farm to go out on this road because the water quite strong. Motorcycle or walking is not safe enough, and the cars maybe okay, but they close the road because for safety, so they don't allow people to drive anything across on this road, and the water is still higher and higher. I think if we have no rain today, it will be better. It will decrease more soon. But last night is the highest level of water. Villagers said that in the middle of the night, it come up higher than this, about 1 foot. So now it seems like it decreased a little bit, but it's still a lot. It's still flood in many area, many village around us. So it's good thing to remind us that this thing will happen more often and it will happen more serious. We need to think about it. Look at this village. This is the village, not very far from us at all. So the road is like a river now. Look at the house. That's the old house. They built on the steel. They're safe. But after we built the dam, people build house on the ground. And then when we have flood, we have problem with flooding. Look at the road. It's like a river. So strong. The water in the road is stronger than in some river. That's quite scary. So the kid cannot come out to the road at all. It's too strong. It's not safe for them. This is the village, not very far from us at all. If you want to come out, we need to pass this village too. How can we solve this problem? How can we protect ourselves from this disaster? Now it seems like there are two ways of thinking. The first way, some group of people think natural disaster is normal thing. We need to accept it. We need to surrender to it and just adapt ourselves to live with it. It's like we cannot avoid it. But another way of thinking, we have to do something. We need to change the way of thinking. We need to change the way of living, change the way of farming. So if we start to grow more trees, grow more things in our land, it will help to decrease the loss from the disaster. Like this is the water from the dam, this overflow from the dam. Our dam is in the middle of natural forest. It's a big natural forest. So the water come from the forest That's why it's so clear and clean like this. This is the water from the forest. There's no muddy at all. So it look more healthy. It's different from this is the water from the farmland, from villages. When they do cash crop, when they grow monocrops, when the rain come, it just took all their topsoil, all of their nutrition away with the water. So the water just turned to muddy like this. It's okay to believe that natural disaster is normal thing. It need to happen. It happened in the past too. But in the same time, I think it's okay to do something to decrease the impact of natural disaster. If we plant more trees, if we consume less in our life, let the natural system develop, make them balance again. I think we will have less impact on our life, even we have big disaster like this. It's better than do nothing.